of the Vikings. Thanks for joining us here
Thanks for having
on
me.
SportsCenter. I know he's doing the car wash, but I want you to take me back to August 31st. It's a preseason practice, and you watch your quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, go down and be carted off the field. What were you thinking?
You know, that was a tough day. Our last...
A bit of a quarterback conundrum now. So Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford, who's better looking?
Oh, I can't.
But can we just look at all the things that happened to your team? I know you're well aware. The thing is, it takes up an entire screen.
We have that. No matter what happens to us, the amount of adversity that we go through, each and every Sunday, we feel like we can go out, no matter who we play, where we play, that we think we can win the game.
All right, Kyle, while the folks in Minnesota are well aware of who you are and also in South Bend as well, Notre Dame alum, we're going to get to know you a little bit here, all right? So I'm going to do rapid fire.
All right.
I'm going to just fire questions at you. First thing that comes to your mind, that's what you go with. And we'll start with something very easy. You ready?
Yeah.
Favorite reindeer?
Hang it sooner.
All right. You just mentioned that you had twins. Biggest challenge with having twin girls?
Oh, I don't think I've come to that challenge yet. I think that challenge will be 14, 16 years down the road because so far to this point.
Is that right? Fighting
Absolutely.
words. I like it. I just mentioned you went to Notre Dame. So you're in a battle. Who do you want by your side? A Fighting Irish or a Viking?
Vikings are just tough and rugged, and you know they leave no prisoners. So
They've got
I want
boats.
I want the Viking on my side.
You want the Viking by
absolutely.
you. Wouldn't it be best if you could have a Viking that was a Fighting Irish?
Or a Viking with the luck of the Irish.
That's a good one as well. All right. First thing you think of when you hear goat amongst your friends and family?
Amongst my friends and family, I think the thing that drives them most crazy is most things seem to come easy to me, whether it's sports or...
People that are really, really good. I do want to make mention of your fashion choice. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
But are you really that weather battle tested that you don't...
30s here. If I was in Minnesota, we'd have shorts and T-shirts on.
This is summer weather for you.
Absolutely.
Kyle Rudolph of the Minnesota Vikings, thank you for taking some time with us, playing along. Enjoy the rest of your car wash. We mentioned cold. Let's go somewhere a little bit.
The job if he left. Is that possible?
You know what? I do a better job than what I'm seeing.
Well,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I
like what you're doing now.
I like what I'm doing, and I would say it would pay me better, but it ain't paying me better than Phil Jackson.
it is not.
But I will tell you this. It ain't hard to do a better job than what Phil Jackson has done in New York thus far.
All right.
It's not hard.
All right, just in case, the opportunity may be open for
Oh, I take less for that. I do what I got to do for the...
Roger Federer.
Oh, yeah, well, he's just a fan favorite, is he not? And
Absolutely.
then I was more so happy for Venus because her reaction told me what that meant to her.
Absolutely.
And I don't necessarily call it a rivalry. I'm taking over the whole segment. I'm sorry, but I just love her, and I was happy for her. And Howard Bryant can wait. Dadgummit.
Howard is
No.
cooling his heels, waiting for you to wrap this up so he can say something original as well. Anyway, here we go. The Williams sisters. So excited. I really am.
Okay. That's David Lloyd. I'm Cari Champion. We're doing TV, I guess.
Yes,
I'm not for sure.
We're going to start in Cleveland.
Okay.
Now, listen, this isn't about the Cavs losing 6 of 8 or how many minutes LeBron's played
Yeah.
or about the need for a bleeping playmaker. It's about a power struggle here, right, between LeBron and Dan Gilbert?
Yeah, I'm surprised that there is such a thing as a power struggle because I was under the impression he was in charge of everything and people worked for him. But now I'm being told it's different. And that is the headline. George Sedano and LZ Granderson, co-host of ESPN's radio morning show with Keyshawn, George, and LZ. They join me now. That was a mouthful. Thank you, gentlemen, for running over here and hanging out with us. Let's talk about LeBron James and the latest situation. He is under the impression that ownership, top brass, whomever, they're not that the Cavs ownership, they feel like they've spent enough. So there is some tension. They feel as if they've done enough. They've spent enough money. What else can they do? LeBron clearly not in the market for Mario Chalmers or perhaps a Jarrett Jack who might be coming back off a hard tear. So what do you do to make him happy? Or do you attempt to make him happy?
They're ultimately going to do what's short this season, say they get eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals, then all of a sudden the power shifts a little bit. But as long as you're the champion.
Listen, none of his players trust him. Joakim Noah didn't trust him last year. You got all sorts of stuff going on. There's a lot of issues
I
there.
trust you, Fred.
Listen, janky is a journalism term that we use to say that things aren't quite right.
Right.
Give it up for LZ Granderson and George Sedano. I feel like we should say that like Arsenio Hall. Give it up. SportsCenter, coast to coast.